Hi, this is Nancy with Seeking Truth Always. And I have a report to share with you. Something that many of you will be extremely familiar with, and for many others, it will make no sense to you at all, possibly. But just listen. It's not very long. But we've been living through quite an interesting period of time here in history. In fact, I believe it will go down in history as, for generations to come, this great awakening and how it all played out. And this is going to explain a little bit to you that might connect a few dots. It begins like this. Everything has to happen twice. Why the executions happened in secret first, and then what comes next. For many people that still are not awake and aware, nothing seems to be happening. The corrupt still appear to walk free. Appear is the operative word there. The criminals still smile on TV, and the old system limps forward like a dying beast that refuses to fall. But for those with eyes to see and ears to hear, the truth is far more advanced than most realize. What you and I are witnessing now is not the crime, it is the replay. Because in this operation to awaken humanity, everything must happen twice. The first time, behind the curtain. What the world did not see was the first round of justice that was done covertly, behind the scenes, behind the curtain, but carried out with precision, in silence. Military tribunals have already taken place. High-ranking officials, celebrities, global financiers, and political puppets were arrested, tried, and executed or imprisoned at secure black site locations. The public never saw these events because panic would have ensued and people's illusions had to be dismantled carefully. The secret phase unfolded under the direction of the good guys, or many call the white hats, military leaders, alliances, and divine guidance, who knew the majority of humanity was not ready to accept the full truth all at one time. Many had been programmed for decades. If everything had been exposed immediately, the result would have been mass chaos, suicides, riots, and an economic collapse far worse than anything ever before experienced. So the cleanup began in the dark, under the cover of confusion. The second time, the great unveiling. Now we enter the public phase. That's what we're seeing now. That's what's happening now. The second time, everything must happen. But this time, it's playing out for the world to witness. Why? Because the people must awaken themselves. They must see it. They must feel it. And most of all, they must choose, make the choice to stand for truth. This is why many of the figures you see on TV now are not who they appear to be. Some are actors, some are CGI, some are body doubles. They are playing scripted roles to expose the entire system, to let the people watch the collapse firsthand. Not because it is fake, but because it already happened once. And now the people must experience it again in a controlled and symbolic way. It is the only way to reach the ones who still believe. Why this must be done this way? Number one, a mass awakening cannot be forced. The truth cannot be injected into people. It must rise from within them. That only happens when they see the contradiction between what they believed and what is being revealed. Number two, evil must expose itself. Instead of dragging corrupt figures into the light, many were left to unravel in front of the camera. Their doubles act out their downfall so the public can see the consequences and feel their own moral compass stir. And number three, biblical prophecy fulfilled. Scripture and prophecy tell us clearly there must be two witnesses. First in the spirit, and then in the flesh. First in silence, and then in sight. We are not waiting for justice. We are watching the playback of a completed operation. What we see now is theater with a divine means of God, with a divine purpose, not deception, but a controlled unveiling to trigger global awakening at the right pace, at God's chosen pace. The arrests already happened. The trials already happened. The executions already happened. Now it is time for the public to understand. They need to feel the betrayal. Many have already felt the betrayal. Those of us that lived through it and understood it as it happened. To face the evil and to choose a new world. We were never meant to save the world alone. The truth has already triumphed. What remains is for the people to awaken fully so that we never, ever fall into the darkness again. And to ensure that they must see it. Everyone must see it with their own eyes. So yes, it had to happen twice. Once in secret and once for the people. The movie is almost over. The truth will not be hidden much longer, and the world will never be the same again. This has been the war report dated February 7th of 2026. And all credit goes to the source, Scott Brunswick. I thought this might be helpful for you. God bless you. This is Nancy with Seeking Truth Always. And I look forward to being with you next time. Bye for now.